Hello and welcome to Warcraft Daily for today, the 17th of November 2013. So, in today's news, well, this is a recap show as always on a Sunday, so we'll be talking about raid size changes, no flight to 6.1 PvP, and new recruiter friend rewards. But I should probably say that I have a few things to say on the top of the show, so let's jump into it. I hit 10,000 subscribers today, and actually those two messages which you probably just heard beep were another two, so that's nice. So yeah, I hit 10k subs today. This is a rather nice milestone. Honestly, I was expecting originally to be around 4 to 5 by Christmas, and I'm at 10, which is 10 before Christmas, and honestly, if things keep on growing the way they are, I could see it being at maybe 14 by Christmas, so this really is just such a fantastic thing, and it's kind of life-changing in that I don't really, I was originally a bit worried that I might need to go and search for a part-time job to do alongside university. Now that YouTube can kind of merge itself in with that, it means that I can do this as a job, which is just so fantastic because it allows me to do the content that I want to do, and I think people are really enjoying it, and that's just the most fulfilling thing ever to me. So yeah, hey, it's probably worse money an hour than working at KFC, but damn it, it's fun, so I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, so 10,000 subscribers, that's great. Here's to the next 7 million. Also, this is probably a bit of a good opportunity to mention this. So a lot of people have been trying to contact me both through comments, YouTube messages, inboxes, stuff like that. And honestly, it's with the new YouTube system, sometimes I don't get notifications for things, sometimes stuff bugs out. A lot of the time I've tried to reply to people's comments and YouTube has given me the error message, "You are not allowed to comment on this post." It's my own damn video, YouTube. But anyway, that basically means that I need to whore out my Twitter account. You can find links in the description for this video, but if you want somewhere to get in touch with me and chat whatever, Twitter is the best place. I am always on Twitter, I reply to essentially everyone, so yeah, go follow me on Twitter. Now, let's jump into the week's news. First up, we have some raid size changes, and more just talk about it. So as we know with the raid sizes, basically in the Mystic Pandaria raids, we have Flex, we have 10-25 normal, and then we have 10-25 heroic. This is being changed so that in Warlords of Draenor we have normal, then we have heroic, and then we have mythic, with normal being as difficult as flexible, heroic being as difficult as Mists of Pandaria normal, and mythic being the equivalent of Mists of Pandaria heroic. So basically, anything apart from mythic is flexible from 10 to 25 people, and mythic is a fixed 20, and this caused a bit of a shitstorm because a lot of 25 guilds, maybe some people will leave, a lot of 10 player hardcore rating guilds don't have the roster to do it. So some people leaving, Blizzard said that some people leaving 25s can move into 10s, and overall the population will be in quite a lot of flux due to the expansion, so recruiting should be easier. Also, for the non-hardcore guilds, we don't really need to care as much about attendance since any extra people can attend. It always used to be the case in our raids. We raided normal, by the way. We would jump into heroics near the end, but we'd always have maybe 11 people turn up and then everyone takes a turn at the bench. And honestly, we're pretty chill about the whole thing and no one really cares, but it would just be nice to be able to take whoever the hell turns up. And because of the raid mechanics, the way they're calculating some things, breaking points shouldn't really happen where you want to bench someone to make the fight a little bit easier. They also said, well actually, no, they didn't say this, I said it, that I think that this will lead to a bit of a guild recruitment spike in that more people, raiding's just going to be so accessible and open, so I think more people will be getting into guilds, but also I think the overall raiding population will increase. More people can go into raids. The flexible thing, there'll be a lot more pugging, there'll be a lot more heroics, I suppose, because people in guilds will be able to take whoever the hell they want, because it's a flexible system, and they're not fixed to the 2 healers, 2 tanks, 6 healers, whatever, or 6 DPS. So I think this is all very good for the raiding population as a whole. Now, the next big piece of news is no flying until 6.1. This has been confirmed by the Blues, and essentially we won't be able to fly until 6.1. That's the gist of it. Now, a lot of people are a bit angry because they perceive it as Blizzard taking something away. Honestly, I think flying is one of the decisions that Blizzard, they actually regret the most in World of Warcraft. You see, here's the thing, right? It takes away, in their opinion, and I suppose I do share their opinion, is this, because I am coming from this for a game design perspective, and there are some just sort of things that make sense. When they're crafting a world, it really helps them to know what sort of perspective their player is coming at the world from. And a part of this just means that if you're flying over everything, then they could put lots of cool shit in the world and try to make things really interesting, and it would just be missed. And I know this may sound like people, that Blizzard sort of forcing you to go enjoy the world, but the real upshot of this is they can do more designed content, and they can make the levels and the worlds and the zones really feel like they were designed to be done on foot. So, well, for a lot of you who have, say, been to the Dread Wastes and experienced the horror of that place on a ground mount, that's not going to happen anymore. They also pretty much imply that they're going to be fixing up flight paths a little bit for the new Warlords of Draenor content, so that they're not completely absurd. Now, one of the main reasons I think that this no flight thing is because through the questing and the whole max level experience has got Timeless Isles style dynamic content, and in previous videos a lot of people said, wait, they're turning the entire world into Timeless Isles? Boring, no. Timeless Isles is kinda like, what's a good analogy? Timeless Isles is like really weak hot sauce, and Warlords of Draenor is like eating a ghost snag, a chili pepper. Basically, it's that system, but in its full form, okay? So what's going to happen is there's dynamic events that can be happening throughout the world, there's loads of different treasures strewn throughout the place, lots and lots and lots of exciting things to find, and from what they've said, it really is far more the Guild Wars 2-ish way of doing things than the very, well, the what would eventually become quite boring Timeless Isle way. So I think this is all very good. And one of the problems with the flying in this is that, first of all, the treasures mechanic, where there's cool shit lying around in the world, and maybe there's a cool jumping puzzle to get to one, or you do something special, or maybe if you're a hunter or something you can disengage, or leap if you're a warrior. You can do cool things like that. None of that fun, rewarding gameplay is there if you can fly in it. And the reason why they are going to unlock flying in 6.1 is because after the content's relevant, they don't particularly care what way you experience it, because it's old content and, you know, whatever. So there, that's flying covered. Fun topic. Next, let's have a little chat about PvP. So first of all, the topic of faction balance and free character transfer came up a lot. Essentially, PvP servers lean Horde, so when they're connecting realms, it's quite hard for them to get a good faction balance. However, where possible, they have tried to improve the faction balance, but not necessarily fix it, because that's often impossible. As for free character transfers, they said that they are a useful tool, and they've started like doing free character transfers from servers that are high pop to servers that are medium pop, because they know no one's going to move to a low pop server even if it is free. That totally makes sense. Honestly, I don't think free character transfers really have that much of a giant effect, and honestly, Connected Realms are probably going to be better at solving the issue. Also, for World PvP balance, this is mainly in Ashran, which is the new World PvP zone in Warlords of Draenor. It is going to be cross-realm, so they're always going to be constantly tweaking and balancing the amount of people in there so that there is faction balance, because this is one thing that just would not work if the factions weren't balanced. Even if there was a tenacity buff to make it so that the faction with the least people was very strong in combat, there wouldn't be enough of them to spread around all the objectives and do all the things, so I think this is definitely fair enough. Finally, for Arena and Trial of the Gladiator, a lot of people thought that Trial of the Gladiator was basically replacing Arena, and honestly, I don't blame them for thinking that. Blizzard did a really terrible job of communicating that. Now, I think on one of the forums, basically they said, nope, Arena is staying as it is. You can go there, you can have your gear-based, conquest point-based progression that we've always known between Arena and Battlegrounds, but Trial of the Gladiator is something that's always open to go into, but you can only get rewards at certain times of the week, and when you fight during these times of the week, that's when all the good players are on, and Blizzard can monitor stuff, so there's no win trading or anything like that. And you're able to win prestige awards and climb up a ranked ladder, and you get this normalized gear so that everyone, it's basically an equal playing field. It's all about your skill. So yeah, essentially it sounds like Trial of the Gladiator is being added on top, and Arena is not being removed. I think this is very good, and at the end of the day, PvP people, you're getting more features. You're getting way more features. There will probably be a new Battleground. There will probably be a new Arena. There's Trial of the Gladiator. There is this Ashran place, which sounds like Wintergrass, Patrol Barad, ramped up to 11, and way better. So it's all good, in my opinion. And finally, the new Recruiter Friend system was unlocked today. You can get the new rewards, which are the 2 tigers, the 2 pigs. Oh no, there goes my phone. Well, honestly, I didn't really have much else to say about the Recruiter Friend rewards, so thanks for watching. I need to take this, and I'll see you next time.